Yeah, so Mike, you were just talking about what I noticed in my Twitter feed with Talkfunding with its 10,000 followers, was I noticed that there's quite a lot of comic creators use crowdfunding in their campaign. Could you maybe give us a bit of a backstory on that side of things?
Well, making comics is expensive. It's very time consuming, and then there's still the printing, and printing things in full color or even black and white is super expensive, even for a small print run like I do for Live on Cora. I'm looking at €1,000, and then I still have to ship out the pre-orders, and my colorist is paid off, but I have to pay her as well, and that's $35 a page. So for a 32-page comic, I'm looking at a price cost of about €2,500, which I'm willing to put out, but why not try and get a bigger audience through crowdfunding when there's a website that is specifically for it, and I can just throw my idea and my creation at people and help them fund it before I even launched, have a website that will help me get to that funding, and get a much bigger support from everyone outside of the crowdfunding website itself, because they all know that if they put in any money, it's going to go on a website that they can trust in. The pitch works, there is a fitting formula, and I'm doing pretty good at it. I think I'm copying the right people. And even if I don't make my personal goal on this crowdfunding campaign, I'm going to make this comic anyway because I believe in it. So people that pre-order it are still going to get the product that I'm making, and that has always been my goal. And currently, there's no conventions, there's no mouth to mouth. You can't really talk directly to people about it.
This is series 3. So with the first 2 parts of Life on Cora, how did you develop those? Was that just you basically self-funding it yourself? I mean,
we funded those ourselves, yes.
And how did people access that? What's your main channels of communication with your audience? Would that be through your own website, or was it through Facebook, Twitter, or how do you do that?
We were on a lot of Discord servers.
Discord.
We were talking to people there. So chatting around, showing progress. And there were some pre-orders, but we were like, this is our first comic. We're not that good, because it's your first thing. You don't believe in it as much. And so we funded it ourselves, had a couple of pre-orders, sent those out, and then started to do conventions with it. And the reactions that we got from people going, where's issue number 2? Why are we not seeing more of this? Really made me push on it and bring out issue 2. And on issue 2, we paid it ourselves as well. Put it on our website, had a couple of pre-orders, still not that great. And then 2 weeks after we received all the packages from our printer, COVID happened. So gone were the conventions. But yeah, we're proud of what we're creating, and because there has been barely any income the last year, we're doing it through crowdfunding this time.
Can I ask you about 2 things? First of all, about the conventions, and secondly about Discord. Conventions, yes. I'm familiar with. So where normally would you go for conventions? Would it be in the Netherlands, or would you travel outside?
Currently, still only in the Netherlands, because I don't have a driver's license, and Dutch trains are pretty inexpensive. But yeah, I'm definitely looking into going to UK conventions, to Belgium, France, to Germany. But I would need a car for that, so I'm still working on that part.
So pre-COVID, just so myself and the Talkfunder viewers understand. So there's a whole, what I would call, a subculture of comics. As you say, people go to actually literally travel all over Europe, and probably no doubt probably travel to the States, everywhere. We were talking off camera about my friends in Japan who are mad into comics there as well. So there's this sort of whole global subculture of comics, and which you are growing into with your Life on Cora series. Is that fantastic?
No, that's precisely it. And especially the last 10 years, with crowdfunding becoming a thing, with the bigger publishing companies not doing so great, indie comics have just been exploding, and the quality and expertise and trust that indie creators are making for themselves right now is nothing compared to what a big publisher could do for you. And you're helping someone directly as well. If you pledge to my Indiegogo or someone else's, because I got plenty of friends that I support myself as well, that money is going straight into that comic. And with crowdfunding, you have to keep in mind you're going to play even if you're lucky. If there's a profit, then it's going straight into issue 2.
And thank you for that. I mean, the next thing I really want to talk about is this whole world of Discord, which, again, I have basically just discovered through my American friends living in Japan, who are always on this thing called Discord. And what we'll also get from you is your own Discord link at the end of this video. Let's talk about Discord. It seems to be a whole world itself.
Well, it's a chat program. So it allows for voice chats. So the last year, I have really gone into live streaming there and just talking to people like we're in a studio, because I really miss that feeling, because there's nowhere to go. And you meet a lot of like-minded people creating comics, creating web comics especially. And there's a million styles to choose from, and every single person is just there to cheer each other on. And you rarely talk business. It's more of a, let's just be together and get through this, and share the masochism that is creating comics.
So I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is a daily struggle to get the comics produced. So by the sounds of it, it's like the subculture, which is the global conventions, has now, in one sense, moved over into Discord. So I really must join up and join Discord and join you on Discord. Discord, Mike. So. Mike, thank you very much. This is really interesting in terms of the backstory, and we'll put this up as a third video. So thank you very much, Mike from Faeries Ents, who are on Indiegogo with their Life on Cora 3. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye, my friend.
Have a great one.
Let's have a beer in the Netherlands soon.
I'd love that. I'm waiting for pubs to open again.
Okay, my friend. Thank you. Bye-bye now.